Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I pray for y'all, wallahi, where you du'a every day, you don't even know. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video. That is my baby girl, my pride and joy. Wallahi, if anyone has any questions like what has helped Shamsa through all of this, or you know, how does she keep sane? She did it. She did it. I don't know why, but Ilahi gave me a blessing, and I say alhamdulillah, 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 alhamdulillah. I am grateful to have such a joyful, happy, kind and independent little girl. And it's, you know, and it fits really perfectly with what I want to talk about today, because I am a mother and I know firsthand what Daqaacan Celis can do to you. Although I chose to go to Somalia, but I went with the mindset that is going to help. You know, the Daqaacan Celis tradition is what got me to go to Somalia in the first place. Not my mom, she never even suggested Somalia, but me and my 18-year-old head thought maybe that was a good solution. Regardless of whether they chose to go to Somalia or whether they were manipulated into going to Somalia, it doesn't matter which one it is. Okay, it's khalat. If you're not going to stay there with your child so you can see, hear everything that is being done, that is being said, okay, where if you hear something out of line, you could be like, hello, not my child, not today, right? Of the Somali community, mashallah, they are amazing. But there are more than a handful, actually, that think going back to Somalia is some sort of therapy for the children. But when they are traumatized in Somalia and they return here, they don't get no therapy, they don't get no help of any kind, they don't get to talk to anyone about it, in fear of getting their parents arrested. So it's a lot of madness. But today I want to consider, we're going to talk about toxic families, yeah, internordic, just put it here, yeah. Today I want to focus on them children. They're adults, children, I don't care. An adult can be manipulated into going somewhere too, okay? Let's not lie to each other. A child can, an adult can too. And say a child is misunderstood. And when I say misunderstood, I was misunderstood. I was being called Sharmota, Dillo, yo, listen, madness, right? I think when my mom said it, I didn't mind. Right? But when I heard it from male relatives, I was like, okay, you know, that's a bit, because parents say shit out of frustration. Wrong, but out of frustration. When it comes out of a man's mouth, it just hit me different. It was just different for me, right? Because I thought that was their reality. Like, that's genuinely what they thought of me. Anyway, I was known as what they call Ayar Souq. And Ayar Souq is, I think in Avatar it could be gangster, like troubled, but in normal terms is teenager, okay? Teenager. Let the child be a teenager. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I get it. You know, dagaala kuso korteen, dagaala ilmo kuso dhasheen, qax aa idi dilay. Adika PTSD iyo madax xanuun iyo dhibaato qabo. But you don't trust Gala. You don't want their therapy. You don't want their help. You don't want advice. You don't want to educate yourself. But you want to pass down this negative energy, this negative culture down to your children. No. No, 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 no. Shamsa said no. I don't you think I'm going into policing for no reason? I'm not out here. I do not want to arrest nobody's parents. But in order to protect the mental health of that child, wallah, I'll do the most. Yeah, hit it. Let's go. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Why are you taking your child to a country that you fled because of war, that you fled because of corruption, that you fled because of bullets flying left, right, and center, that you fled because you did not trust the government, that you sought a better life for you and your children, whether they were born in this country or not. So please just explain to me, if Hansia, what is the purpose of marka mela adiga kaso oraday a cunugaada geene? Why? Mela adiga kaso carartay a cunugaada geene. But Somalia is a beautiful place, right? Holiday, it will add karan, right? I don't disagree with that. Why are we taking? Why are you leaving them? Why are you taking their passports? Why are you manipulating them into not going to any embassies? To so the boys horta. There was a place in Kenya which was, I think, undercover. A person went in undercover and they discovered that they were being chained. They lived like, oh, even animals don't live like that. And those are the institutions that you want to take your children to. That behind closed doors, you don't know what's going on, but you think that's going to fix your kid. And then you bring them back into this country and they're traumatized, PTSD, depression, anxiety. And then when they try to tell you, anxiety, anxiety, absi, yeah, what the free jokta. Their pain is never considered. Their like the grudge that they hold is within them. Because it's not talked about. They don't talk about it. They don't talk about it. Not all all kids that are taken to Somalia have that experience, right? But I'm talking about the ones who are tortured, who are forced to get married. Okay, even take a guy who committed a crime in this country. You as a parent is flying that kid to Somalia to marry a poor girl who don't know his nasnima behavior, his dumbass behavior. And then he has 2, 3, 4 kids. When things calm down in the UK or in Europe, they try to fly back in. Sometimes it works, sometimes they don't. But they're willing to risk it. Why not just stay? You committed the crime, you do the time, no? Like, what are you teaching your children? Like, I do not understand. One, you can run away from crime. Those parents that literally take their children to Somalia just because they committed a crime, just to avoid a prison sentence. Why? For why? Where do you think is safe? Somalia again. So they can pick up a gun, pick up a knife, stay out all night. Mad. Why would take it? This is why I don't understand. Why would you leave your child? And this isn't just me, okay? Okay, I knew what I signed up for, Aniga. I knew what I signed up for. Well, okay. I asked for it, furthermore, right? Put me to a side. But there are children who are manipulated. I will make dua for you. I will pray for you that you will have a good life. Just listen to me. And then no matter what is done to them, no matter what happens, it's like it didn't happen. It doesn't exist. Why the fuck not, bro? Why not? Ilahi said, respect your parents. He said, listen to your parents. Like, are you gonna just... Yeah, I'll tell you a story. When I was growing up, I heard this story at a masjid that I used to go to. And there was a man who loved his deen. He loved Allah and the religion. And he used to pray 5 times a day. He was devoted, right? His mother hated this. She hated it, okay? I don't think she was Muslim. And whenever he would, you know, start to pray, she would call him. She would call him. Call out his name. Call out his name. And then he would ask Allah, oh Allah, what do I do? Do I listen to us? Do I, you know, obey my mother and go to her? Or do I carry on my prayer, my salah? Because they are both just as important as each other. Salah, right? And the son decided that his communication with Allah was more important. That comes first. And mother comes second, right? And then she comes third, and then she comes fourth, okay? And then dad. But every time he would get up to pray, every time he was in prayer, she would try to, you know, do something to get him to stop or to get him to distract him, right? And then one day she devised a plan. She went to a woman who was known for seduction, okay? And she basically said, I would like you to seduce my son, and I want you to kind of get him off this path that he's on. She went to the house. She tried very hard. He was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. And back then, no was a no. Sometimes no was a no. I don't know, man, though. Everything's, I don't know. No is a no. Anyway, she backed off and she went about her business. And while she was going back to wherever she was going, she saw a man herding sheep. Like, it was just looking after his sheep. I used to do that once upon a time. I remember, hard times. Anyway, he was herding sheep, and she ended up seducing him. She got pregnant. And when her belly started showing, people knew in town that she wasn't a married woman. So they start questioning her, who's the father of your child? And she pointed the finger at the most noble man in the village, right? And she said, he got me pregnant. They burned down his house. They beat the hell out of him. They put him in jail. And when the baby was born, he said, I want to see my child. And he said, the child that you say is mine, I would like to see it. I would like to be introduced to it, right? So they bring the baby and they bring the woman and they're like, here you go. And then this man touched the baby's belly button, all right? And he said, who is your father? And he said, the man who herds sheep, who looks after sheep. That's my daddy. Everyone in the village was like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And the woman was, listen, I want you to seduce my son. So I did what I was told. And they said to him, we'll build you like a gold house. We'll do this. We'll do that. And he did not want a house made of gold. He wants his old house back, his old life back. And that is it, right? But he did not stop praying. Yeah, he respectfully just told his mother no. But there's people out here that don't have no boundaries. There's parents that have zero boundaries. There's parents that give no fucks, okay? And I've seen those. I've heard of those. And I've heard it too many times. And it's like, oh, walid waay waxan ma laga sheego. Is it Ilahi? Ilahi miya? Mu'dukata? What the hell is going on, bro? You're not collecting deeds for your parents. You're collecting deeds for Allah. So imagine if your parents are influencing your mind and your body in a really negative way. Katak. Go somewhere peaceful. The hell? Worship Allah. Ilahi so the way so. Make him your family. You do not have to stay in toxicity, okay? And we'll talk about toxic families in the next video. But why the barya Somalia? Why the barya gerka the kahasta? Why, please, if you're going to take your children on holiday, no problem. Absolutely no problem. But please do not leave them there in the hands of your sisters, your brothers. I don't care. Your granddad, your mom. I don't care. Okay? Because you don't know their intentions. You might think they're a nice, happy family, mashallah. No, there's something called envy. There's something called jealousy. Okay? There's family and there's Dilan and their family, okay? Let's not get that shit twisted. There are toxic families, there's toxic brothers, there's toxic sisters, there's toxic aunts and uncles. And girl, I've seen it, okay? My mother wasn't toxic, alhamdulillah ya Rabbi, she was an angel. But I lived in toxic environments and I took myself out of a toxic environment and I'm like, nah. No, not today. Not no more. Wallahi, you're not. My energy, my energy and my daughter's energy is nothing but positivity. Hustle, laughter, and nothing else. I don't want acting. I don't want no small talk. I don't want no isfahan and misunderstandings. Nah. Blunt. Honesty. If you don't want to go, wallahi, I will tell you now, say no. They can't drag you to the airport. Do you think a parent do not curse your children? Allah you should not. Is not allowed. It's haram. And furthermore, it's not even going to be accepted. It's just going to bounce back on you. So seek therapy together. Wallahi billah, even I'm considering therapy. Not considering it. I'm going to therapy. Because I need to talk about it. I need to fully let go and fully, I don't want no resentment. I don't want no nothing. I don't hold anything. But maybe deep down, there might be something there. So I am willing to dig as deep as I have to in order to protect my mental health and to get better and to improve and reach the goals that I have and raise my child with a beautiful mind and cut all that toxic circle of Somali Dhaqan. Cut it with your children. I'm talking to my generation or younger. Cut it with your children. Yes, we need to keep in mind that our parents were the product of war, of poverty, of discrimination. So they have experienced a lot with themselves. But they need to take the time to heal and learn and don't push that on your children. I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and don't forget, next video, toxic families. We're just gonna have to have like negative energy just for one video, okay? After that, no, they ain't even worth talking about. Nah. See you guys soon.